Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
This is the Superuglyshow.
We get through by the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And expect nothing more.
True savages of podcasting game. It's Superuglyshow time.
How
are you?
Hi. Holy shit! Fucking Richie Superuglyshow.
Yo. What'd you expect, motherfucker?
Me, Richie, not you, asshole.
Fucking damn right it is, Richie. You're an animal. You're an animal.
Camel toe is in. I'm telling you, Rocky, it is.
You're a fucking mental patient.
Camel toe is in.
Fuck you guys. Superuglyshow. Yeah. A lot of people don't like that's part of the show. It's part of hey, come on, no! I'm here to piss off people. How valuable is human life, really? Yeah, fucking Rocky. Yes. I gave up on your call. Just sing this.
What up, everybody? It's Tuesday night, and we're back here again. Episode 374.
Close. 218?
Something like that. Something like that, Rich. We've been doing this quite a long time, and really just in a stagnant state of motion. Like just
Yeah, but I'm good with that.
no up, no down.
but
It's
I'm fine with that though.
Well, lately our numbers on YouTube have been god awful.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, they are atrocious. And you
Yeah.
would think quarantine, everyone's doing nothing. Why not watch Super Ugly? Nope, anything but Super Ugly. I fucking love that.
We'll get there.
Same fucking 5 people. I love the 5 people out of here. I love you guys. You know that. But, it's just like, Jesus Christ, can we get something going here? Yeah. What are you going to do? But on a positive note, to all of our lovely listeners / watchers, whatever you are, I'm back on Twitter.
You are. I'm about to join.
Yeah. Well, it would be great because the other one you got locked out of. What happened with the other one?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody ratted.
Ratted on what though? Like
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
do anything.
I know.
You're like Mr.
I'm Mr. Clean with it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somebody got me on something, I think, but who the fuck knows?
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do, right? Anyway.
Now we got some fucking jerk off in our chat. He wants attention.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Whoever that guy was.
Why? Why?
I don't know. And telling us how to do this. Yeah. Well, your audio. You guys should go get. You see my mic? My mic's more expensive than any other mic that any of you motherfuckers use. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Like, you all sit there, you have podcast mics. My mic is a fucking rock and roll, scream into, rip your fucking head off mic.
Yeah.
My mic, is no joke, is like a $300-$400 fucking mic.
Yeah. Well, mine is too. I got a.
Yeah, yours is a sick
I mean-
one too. But he's acting like we're using this fucking thing over here.
Yeah.
This
No,
is
he just wants attention.
He does.
He was going on other shows trying to get attention, and for them to say his name so he could put it on his YouTube and look like he's somebody.
What
It's
a
stupid.
weird guy.
It's stupid.
And the thing is, too, if you're going to come at us, be better than us.
Yeah,
like, that's
at
all I'm going to
least.
say. Or at least, like, attempt to be good.
No, or at least look cooler.
Anything. Like, anything. Or not talk about wrestling. Because guess what? Here's my thing with the wrestling podcasters.
You're boring.
If you if you weren't in the business, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
If you weren't in the business, you shouldn't be doing it.
You have no right talking
You're
about
a
it.
Monday morning quarterback. Your opinion is worthless. You have no idea what goes on, and you're just somebody who with a fucking dumb opinion.
Yeah. What are you going to report that nobody else knows?
Nothing.
How do you? Your
Nothing.
information is nothing.
The guys who do know, and I'm throwing up air quotes for all our audio listeners, the guys who do know, the Meltzers, the fucking Bruce Mitchells, who's the other fucking idiot? I can't remember his name, but they get it wrong 95% of the time.
Yeah. And they're jerk offs, and they have a following.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be in the know.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're not in the business, you shouldn't be doing. That's just my opinion. I don't know. There's just something about these wrestling fans that every single one of them do a podcast for some reason. And they think, oh, I'm going to be the one that blows up. No, real wrestlers' podcasts blow up. Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vince, fucking Jericho, fucking Conan. There's so many real wrestlers with real podcasts that wrestling people would go and listen to way before they even discover yours, let alone listen to it.
He's so mad that he's still going on about the quality.
Oh, he's in the chat?
Yeah.
He's cute. I know, our quad, it's so terrible. I know, it's just god-awful. What a fucking mess this show is. Like, you're coming at us with something that was 2 years old and that has literally been fixed
I'm putting timeouts on you.
a long time ago.
Timeout.
Dave owns you, Mo Butts. Like, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're still here.
Yeah, I would never.
We don't think of any of you people. The world you're in, we don't think of you, but yet you're still here. You're still watching us. You're still sweating us.
It's good.
So enjoy.
It must be doing something
and
right.
Sorry you think audio sucks. I think it's great. Go fuck your mother.
I got a new iPad.
Yeah.
It's brand new. I just got it in the mail.
I hope your family, the entire family, gets coronavirus. The entire family.
Of the penis.
Meaning like extended family too.
Yeah.
Cousins, aunts, grandparents.
I hope you get it just in your penis.
Yeah, because you're just a lifeless twat. That's all you are. You're a lifeless twat who just looks for things to complain about.
Well, he just wants attention. So, this Mike Tyson thing, how real is this?
It's not real at all. And for all you people, I love Mike Tyson too.
I love
Mike Tyson. For all you people saying Mike's back, no, he's not.
No.
If he goes in there with Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, he would get murdered.
Yeah, I don't want to see him fight.
No. I'm hearing a charity match with Evander Holyfield, but I'm also hearing Bare Knuckle Boxing League with Shannon Briggs. Yeah. Now, that's got me fucking intrigued.
That would be interesting.
That's got me really intrigued.
Well, when it comes to this, I don't want to see him fight or go against somebody young. I want to see if he does something like this, let them match it up, a little bit more on the even scale and match an age. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't want to see Mike back. I mean, Mike's done enough for me. I've watched Mike so many times fight, live, throughout my whole life. I don't need to see anything like this. I'm good with it. I like the videos that he's putting out because it brings great attention.
And for all you
and
people,
the fun thought of him fighting is great.
Yes, and for all the people that sit there and play that little game of $4 million, would you let Mike Tyson punch you in the face? Nope.
Really?
Do you see the way that man hits? If he hits you
so hard.
wide open,
He hits so hard.
he's going to kill you.
Yeah, he hits hard, man.
Like wide open, bare knuckle.
Yeah,
he's doing permanent damage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll wake up maybe, in a day or two, but your eye socket's going to be destroyed. You'll probably be blind in one eye. You might have some brain damage. Like he will cave in the side of your fucking head still to this day.
Yeah.
Still to this day.
He is he's a fucking interesting human being, man.
I love him. He's brought me nothing but joy my entire life. I love the man, and I hope he doesn't do anything stupid. Like I hope he doesn't let the idiots that don't realize his age and what the reality of the situation is, doesn't let those people get to his head.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You know what it was? I think that little speech he made about him getting choked up, that he didn't want to be like. Remember that? He gave that fucking thing like he was afraid of being that old Mike again.
Yeah.
Maybe he. Remember Rocky VI? He has some stuff in the basement.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got a. I mean, his kid passed away.
Now his stuff should have been knocked out of him for fucking. How many times did he get knocked out in his last few fights? You shouldn't have anything left in the basement. If you got knocked out that many times at the end of your career, you shouldn't have anything left in the basement. You should know I'm done. Just like stupid Chuck Liddell, when he came back with that awful, awful fight with Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
He should have known I'm done, and he should have never stepped in that cage with Tito Ortiz.
No, I know. But you know what? If he's going against somebody more his age and it's too old, equally.
Well, that's why the bare knuckle thing is.
Intrigued ya?
Yeah, because it's not straight up bare knuckle. They do tape the hands.
Yeah.
But it's like a tiny circle where you really can't leave it, and it's kind of like, remember when you used to slap box? You put foot to foot.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's kind of like that.
Wow.
Where like you can't really, like, you gotta fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not really. There's not dancing around. There's not.
If this was to happen, like he's definitely on some shit, man. He's crazy.
Yeah, and you watch him hit. I mean, the man can still move and hit, but that's a 2-second clip.
Yeah.
And you noticed it was spliced. It wasn't the same session.
No.
You know what I mean? Why are we not seeing a 30-second, a minute-long clip of Mike doing this?
It does.
Why? Because he's 53.
Yeah, he's not
That's
gonna.
why.
He's not gonna perform like Let's be real.
No, he can do that and look good for Snapchat for 6 seconds. He can do that.
Yeah.
But give a 3-minute round like that.
It's still impressive though. Either way.
Yes.
To
But
see him like that gets everybody excited.
I think Mike does shit like that just to let the common folk know, I could still do this. Don't fuck with me on the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't test me.
Yes.
Look at what I can still do. Because
Yeah.
if you do,
Yeah. I can
Expect
still
this.
move. I
Yeah.
am not an old man.
yeah. I mean,
I'll
I don't know
fuck
what kind
you
of
up.
maniac. There's always a dumb asshole. I've been around enough celebrities to know that there's always an asshole that needs to like press them or test them, or he ain't so fucking tough. Look at him, he's not even that big. Like someone
Yeah.
would do that to Tyson. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
like
was
why?
expecting him to be bigger. Da-da-da. Hey champ, what's up, champ?
Yeah.
yeah. And there's
Can you
always
imagine?
one.
Really?
Oh, I would love it. Remember Matt Serra hemmed up that fucking guy in the restaurant not too long ago in Vegas?
No, I gotta
Some guy
see
was
that.
acting a fool and he fucking brought him down, hemmed him up, waited for security to get there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like, people need to understand when it comes to any of those fighters, I don't care how long you think you've been training, like, or what you think you're going to go test them with, it's going to end badly for you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to end well ever.
Yeah, these people were at the cream of the crop on athletes. Like, these people are no fucking joke. It
And-
doesn't matter if they're fucking 10, 15 years older than you.
Yeah.
They'll fuck you up.
It's not something like you learn and forget. It becomes natural movement and natural behavior for you. Like, instinctually now, Rich, you've done enough training. I've done some training where instinctually now, you know what I mean? You do a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 type thing, or you always know to have your hands up. You always know to bring them back, but you're not thinking of it. You're not going to bring my hands back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have instincts now of just, I've done it so many times. Now it's just my natural behavior.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
and they're
have
on a
that-
level
yeah,
that you
they
can't
have
even
that.
fathom.
Yeah, they wrote the book and
Yeah.
fucking, and done it over and over millions of times.
Exactly. And I see it and I'm like, why the fuck do people do that? Just leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Like I told the Rodman story.
Yeah,
and
they're looking for a reason
like
to
I'm
fuck
sitting
you up.
there with the Rodman thing and I'm like, what kind of fucking person are you that you think like you're entitled to just be an asshole to somebody for no reason?
Especially to the wrong one.
Yeah. Like I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Like someone be like, yeah, right, Tyson, and like give him a little
Yeah.
shove in the shoulder.
Yeah.
And him just fucking wind up and just crank somebody. Just rip their fucking head off.
Yeah, and they'd be asking for it too.
Yeah, they would be. But
How did you like the fights
hold
this
on,
weekend?
be quiet. No, it sounds beautiful. Go fuck yourself, Dave 25. Go do a boring wrestling podcast. All right, bye. You fucking do wrestling, bro. Your last video was on fucking Kurt Henning's kid. You're a monotone bore. And you want to come in here and criticize our shit? Everybody, go click on this Dave 25 guy and go see what he does. That he wants to go criticize other fucking people. Suck a dick. Go enjoy wrestling and JD and Joe Cronin and whatever the fuck else you suck dicks on. Bye. Anyway, the UFC fights,
Yeah, they were fucking awesome.
they were good. I missed a lot of it, admittedly.
Gaethje hits like a fucking truck.
He's the real deal, I heard.
Oh,
I heard
fuck.
he's the real deal.
He does. He has like top quality wrestling that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to, because every fucking punch is a fucking monster.
Like I heard it was a
waiting to hit
clinic. I heard it was a clinic with Ferguson just getting lit up.
you. Ferguson was shaking off the punches because he was so fucking rattled. He would try and get his composure back by shaking it off.
Yeah.
He was getting hit so fucking hard.
What up, Vito? DJ Vito.
Yeah, he was getting hit so
What a
fucking hard.
prick you are. He goes, not. Hey, what's up, dude? Guy was on a show.
I know. Well, I was in the middle of something.
I know, but still rude.
What's up, Before I got rudely interrupted.
Getting rattled. You could see him catching
Yeah,
himself.
I mean, what a fucking fight, man. What a fight.
I did see the Ngannou fucking.
Ngannou, yes.
Oh my god, that dude's just he's just an animal.
Yeah.
Like he is just running through every heavyweight, running
Yeah,
through 'em.
Those guys are scary.
Yeah, because they're big, but they're you.
Yeah.
They're you.
They're fucking animals.
Actually, you would have to lose about 35 pounds at this point to even make weight.
Yeah.
Because you're what? You're probably pushing 300.
I gotta be.
Oh, most definitely. It's
Um,
driving me insane. It really is. I worry sick about you.
Oh
You're
my
getting
God.
bigger than ever. I mean, it fucking makes. He walks in and I just look at his belly and I go, "What the fuck,
It's not that bad.
dude? You're a giant. You have to treat yourself better.
I know.
You fucking your expiration date is much earlier than most. If you don't fucking treat yourself better."
Yeah, the Great Danes only last about 6 to 8 years.
Yeah, whatever you want to call yourself, but you're my pal, and I worry about you. I want you to be alive.
Well, I like it when John's here because at least John's heavy breathing distracts, and you worry about his breathing more than
I
my
know,
weight.
That is just he's Darth Vader, and like without a man, nothing. John is literally when you're sitting next to John. I swear to God, and I love John so much. It's and I look at him and go, dude, are you like even awake? Like, what is going on with you? It's scary. It's fucking scary.
Yeah, it is bad.
Yeah, but yeah, you would have to drop about 35, but that heavyweight division is just fucking amazing, absolutely amazing, and it's with Ngannou fucking doing what he's doing. I can't wait. It's gonna be
So what do you
it's gonna
think?
be a lot of fun.
What do you think about Khabib going against Gaethje? What do you think?
Khabib's a pussy. He won't fight anybody. He wants to do what he can do that he knows wins for him, and that's immediately take you down the second the bell starts.
And just
Then
keep
just smother
keep you
you.
wrapped up. Yeah.
And I'm not taking anything away from him. It's great. It wins, and he's badass doing it.
Yeah.
But a fight starts on your feet for a reason. Let it go on your feet. When you get in trouble, go for the takedown, or when you see a real opening, or at least 30 seconds on your feet.
You know what it's like with him fighting, and you're gonna relate to this. You ever play Nintendo and you play like Tecmo Bowl, and there's a move that like when the guy jukes and you throw it to him, he automatically catches it.
Yeah.
He's like that kind of fighter.
Yeah.
It's like that guy. Like the guy that does the same play over and
Because
over
that's
again.
all he's been training his whole life.
And he's great at it. Yeah,
The
but
best.
it's fucking it's annoying.
And I brought up GSP here. We were quickly talking about this, but while we were rehearsing.
Yeah. That's what you call it.
Yeah, we were rehearsing. I don't want to fuck up our lines, but I'm going to ad lib here a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But we were talking about. I brought up GSP, and a lot of people would argue that he is similar. And GSP is my favorite fighter of all time. The difference is GSP fought on his feet. He didn't immediately take you down.
Yeah.
He would stand the first round. He would typically fight his whole entire time on the feet in almost every fight. His last fight with Bisping, he didn't go down at all, and he wiped the floor with him. He showed that he can do both, and Khabib doesn't show he can do both.
Do you think he's just as dominant as GSP?
Yes.
He is, right?
Yes.
I mean, I see that all in all of his fights.
GSP's a more well-rounded fighter,
Yeah.
but he's just as dominant, if not more dominant, once he gets you down. I mean,
Khabib's a fucking
GSP,
animal, man.
you look at his numbers, like the minutes he's in control in all his fights,
yeah.
the takedown
accuracy,
percentage is
all that.
ridiculous. Like, his numbers are crazy. I would like to see him and Khabib's lined up, and Khabib's career isn't over yet either. So, and you look at George, his only 2 losses, one was a fluke and honestly shouldn't have been stopped, the Serra fight. I don't think it should have been stopped. I think they stopped it a little early, and it was obviously a fluke because that second fight was
surprise.
way too one-sided for it not to be a fluke.
Yeah.
And the Matt Hughes loss, he was nervous. He's fighting his hero.
Yeah.
And then
Matt
again,
Hughes was so good back then.
but then again, the second fight, He
Yeah.
wiped the fucking floor. With
Matt Hughes was so good back
yeah,
then.
because
was a
he had
fucking
something
animal.
no one else really had, and that was that wrestling.
That
skill.
wrestling was fucking incredible, man.
He came in there on a next level wrestling thing, and everybody didn't know what to really do with it.
Yeah.
But he also knew how to throw his hands and ground and pound. And
And plus, he'd run with you.
yeah,
He'd fucking take you for a ride. He'd run across the ring with you, and he'd fucking slam you.
we
you
were
know?
watching it the other night. He did it to I forget who it was, but maybe was it Belfour? No, it wasn't Belfour. I forget who it was, but he did that. He fireman carried him and then
Yeah.
just fucking dumped him like a bag of shit and drove his shoulder into him.
Yeah.
Knocked the guy right out from it.
Those fucking slams are all awesome.
The best one might be Rampage's powerbomb.
Oh yeah,
Rampage's pin pride.
Fuck.
That guy just exploded on impact too. Like everything just went.
Yes. Oh, that's so bad.
Yeah.
As soon as you said it, everybody listening to this knows that fucking
Nah.
Rampage slam.
That made Rampage.
Yeah.
That made Rampage. That's what got him to the UFC. That's what made him who he was. It was that move. I think the only more famous, impressive move is Pettis off the cage. That Pettis off the cage to Ben Henderson
That's always shown.
is the most iconic MMA clip maybe ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like him coming off the cage and doing that, it's fucking Matrix shit. You know what I mean? Like you never saw anything like that. And I think I've seen other people try to mimic it or do a Superman off the cage.
If UFC has like a commercial, that clip is in it.
Oh, it's always in it. And it's funny, it didn't even happen in UFC. It happened in WEC.
Really?
Remember that when they had the cruiserweights down there?
Is that really where it was?
Yes, because it was that purple mat. Remember they
Yeah.
had that purple mat and that's where all the light guys were. And then they finally brought all the light guys and just made it one thing.
Did you watch that fight? Pettis versus Cowboy? Great fucking fight, too.
No, I heard that was good. And I heard Cejudo's fight was great.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
the whole night was incredible. It was a success.
I forgot what the hell was I doing. I don't even remember what I was doing, but I got distracted and just wasn't really paying attention. I honestly was looking forward to it the whole day, and then just totally just fucking bailed on it. I did. It was stupid of me, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
So you were talking about because I was talking to you about the edibles.
Yes.
And I was saying how because they came out with this pizza and they'll
it's
deliver
a real pizza, but it's infused.
Yeah, it's infused. Now that shit is fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
I was telling you before, like they make these things with like real deal packaging from California.
There's a whole show on Vice based on cooking with cannabis. I think it's called Cooking with Cannabis or some shit like that. But that fat guy, Action Bronson, does a show like that.
Yeah.
A few people do. Snoop and what's her face? Martha Stewart. We're doing a weed cooking show.
No, but they have Nerds Rope. Now, how do they do that without getting sued?
They don't call it Nerds Rope.
It is Nerds Rope.
No, it's not.
It is.
If you look
I
at it,
see
it's not called Nerds Rope. I guarantee you there's some slight difference.
Well, whatever. I mean,
and again, if it's not on a large national scale, good
Yeah.
luck Willy Wonka finding them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
but honestly, I think that's the coolest fucking thing on having like these products infused.
What's the variety of it?
Yeah, it's so fucking cool how we in this day and age that we can get stuff like
Weed
that.
has become the most discreet used drug because now you don't even have to smell like it.
No, you can eat it.
You can eat it. You can drink it. You can do the oil. The oil doesn't smell.
It has soda. I seen they have soda
Yeah.
infused in it. And I don't smoke pot. I
Yeah.
don't like smoking pot. I never really smoked pot too much in my life. But as far as eating it, it's different. I definitely would rather partake in that.
I enjoy an edible myself. The only thing is
You know?
it knocks me out. Like it always knocks me out.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to, I guess, dose it right.
Yeah, even then, like I'll just be sitting on the couch and it just gets me in such a relaxed, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
such a relaxed mood.
Well, at first you're like, these things suck, and
No.
then all of a sudden you're like, fuck.
No, because I'm not an amateur, Rich. I know. Wait it out. Wait it out. That's the rookie mistake right there, where you go, oh, these suck, and you eat more, and then you fucking, you're calling the police because you can't breathe. But I was telling you how when I went to the dispensary, like now that you're into this whole culture, like you would go in there and lose your mind.
Now, when you say that, I just think of a greenhouse.
No,
Of just
it's an actual like
Like, what am I looking at? 'Cause I'm just like when I said
Picture
when I,
it like a jewelry store. The best way to describe it is like a jewelry store.
okay.
Okay, with high level security though.
Okay.
Okay, you ever been in a really high end jewelry store?
Yes.
You know how you get
We
buzzed
get
in the
buzzed
one
in,
door, like
yes.
in Uncut Gems.
Yes.
All right, for anyone who hasn't been in a high end jewelry store,
Yeah.
you get buzzed into the one door, then they buzz you into another door. Except in the weed spot, they also then once you actually get buzzed in, you don't go into the weed yet.
Yeah.
You go into the waiting room.
Yeah.
And then they call you in, like a few at a time. They don't let it,
Yeah.
shit, because they want one-on-one with you. So you go in, and then there's your whatever, your
Yeah.
curator, whatever they want to call themselves. And if you're there, they'll ask you, "Is this your first time at a dispensary?" And yeah. And then they'll be like, "Oh, okay. Well, what do you like to do? Do you like to smoke? And then, but you could just be like, "Well, right now I just want to kind of look around. I'll come back and talk to you when I know what I want to do." So I was looking around, and like you said, there's sodas, there's chocolate bars, there's gummies, there's the highest end bud you can think of to low grade high end bud. No
Well,
garbage.
as far as inside
actual bud,
Okay.
smokable weed.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So they'll have there's a menu: platinum, gold, silver.
Yeah.
All right. There's no bronze, at least not the one I was in. And the platinum is like 75 and eighth. The gold is like 65 and eighth, and the bronze is like 40 and eighth.
Now you can get any kind of strain there, like
not any kind, just what they have available.
Okay.
But they don't have like two. They have like 15 to 30 different strains ready,
Okay.
and they have a bud in a glass case, so you can look at the buds and go, "Oh, that looks cool. Can I see some of that?
Now-
Maybe smell it."
as a connoisseur. What happened to like White Widow or Purple Haze? What happened to these strains?
Nothing happened to them, and
I heard that. Well, I heard Purple Haze is like a bacteria thing.
Well,
It was like that. It was bacteria.
If you've ever gotten real purple haze, it's stringy and it looks like shit.
and it smells a certain way.
It smells like Band-Aids.
Yes.
That's the description that I always gave people when they were like, "I smoked haze." I was like, "What did it smell like?" And if they don't tell me Band-Aids, I know you didn't smoke purple haze.
yeah.
But it's stringy.
Definitely has that Band-Aid,
And it looks
Johnson
like
as well.
garbage weed. It doesn't look, not garbage weed, but it doesn't look like good weed. It's not
Yeah.
that bright bud that you see on Instagram.
No.
You know what I mean? But it gets you fucking rocked. But
Yeah.
Purple Haze, you have to remember, is a strain that's fucking also 30 years old before our time.
Yeah.
It's not a great strain.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you don't see it anymore, because it's evolved.
Well, I heard that to make Purple Haze, there's a mildew involved that they wouldn't allow it to grow now. or
I
something like
guess.
that.
But I mean, even still, why grow that if I can grow something better?
I guess the nostalgia part of it,
Nah. Nah,
because it's always had that certain smell, and you're like, yes.
Well, here's the thing also on that. We're the last part of that nostalgia. And me as a weed head, I don't really give a fuck if I ever smoke Purple Haze again. It was good weed. It wasn't
Okay.
the best weed.
Yeah.
Okay? There's a shit ton of much better weed out there now.
Yeah.
There's
Well, I
much,
was just saying that because that's what I know of, and what I remember
yeah.
from back
And the
in
White
day.
Widow, your White Rhinos, that's just asshole names that assholes made up.
Yeah.
I would always tell my guy, he would come to me and be like, "Yo, I got this." I'd be like, "I don't. Fuck off with your names, okay? I don't give a fuck about the
But
name.
I just want to see how many crystals are on
Let
it.
me see the bud, and I'll decide which one I want.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I was always a quality over quantity guy. You know what I mean by that?
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
I'd rather get a lesser amount of
Yeah.
better weed
Yeah.
than a big amount of shit weed.
Yeah.
You know? So, when they're like, "Hey, this is banana ramen," this is, whatever you want to name it.
Well, I
fine.
guess the only thing that would matter was if it was a sativa or a.
Even then, I don't care when it comes
No.
to flour.
Okay.
I don't. I'm not asking. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I can look at it and
Do
go,
you like for that to be like a pickup or like a tired? Which is
again, it doesn't. I don't. When I smoke, I get the same reaction no matter what.
Really?
To me, yeah. There's no difference.
Yeah, but different weed definitely does different shit to you. No.
Not in any way that I can tell. Not in
Okay.
any significant way.
Okay.
But me, I'm smoking almost what? I'm smoking 25 years, about, right?
Wow.
So I will look at a bud and go, "Ooh, I want to smoke that."
Yeah.
Not, tell me about this. I don't give a fuck. I can look at it and know that it's bomb ass weed.
Yeah.
Now it's just a decision of which bomb ass weed do I want to smoke.
Now, what's your way of what would be your ideal way of taking this in? Like a hot box vape or a blunt,
I'm a joint guy.
or a joint?
Blunts take away every bit of flavor you're getting from the
I would
bud
never.
itself.
I would if I ever smoked. I would never
Not to
smoke
mention, it's a
blunt.
gigantic waste of weed.
Yeah,
it's a
it is, right?
gigantic waste of weed. I like bongs. I like bowls. The only thing I don't like about bowls, you constantly have to clean them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they get that taste almost after like 10 smokes. That taste is there, and
It's
it
disgusting.
sucks. But mainly, I like joints. I like a nice joint. I like a nice, not too much paper on it. I like to taste the weed. You know what I mean? Like I like to enjoy the bud that I'm smoking.
Yeah.
And rolling a joint is very calming for me. And I break Jess's balls all the time because she stinks at rolling. She doesn't, but she's not like me. Like I roll, you see me. Like I roll and it's a fucking cigarette.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's a perfect.
You take pride in it.
Yeah. So I really enjoy the process of the rolling and then breaking up the bud and and then doing it that way and then smoking because I could take a joint and
You
just
use a scissor to chop it or no?
the ends. Yeah. I don't do the cardboard ends. I don't do none of that shit.
No?
I'm old school.
Do you ever try it or no?
Yeah. I'm old school that way. I like it. I roll it though where you're not getting any salad. Like people put those cardboard things in because they don't know how to fucking roll, and you're spitting salad halfway through your fucking joint. I know how to roll. Okay, I'm a professional.
Now, how do you avoid that?
What do you mean? There's a way that you can cone a joint on its own without the thing, without that fucking thing. Like if you've ever seen like a Bob Marley spliff where it's fat at top and it gets skinnier as it goes down.
Okay.
That's how I roll them typically. So the way I roll it, there's really no space for it to come out. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's rolled so nicely that it's right there. So once I cut it, I push my thumb on the end. You shouldn't really, unless you're slobbering on the thing and you're causing the fucking thing to loosen up, you shouldn't really get any salad from my joints.
All right. There you have it.
Yeah. I really enjoy the marijuana there. I always have.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do. Like even drinking, like Jess is more of a drinker. I'm more of a smoker.
Yeah.
So like,
No, it's nice though.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. You played the Tony Hawk games back in the day?
Yeah.
You hear the big announcement today?
No.
Tony Hawk 1 and 2, completely remastered, graphics upgrade, 4K,
Really?
$39.99 both games. There's deluxe editions, but
I remember that was like one of the first games for the first Xbox.
PlayStation.
Yeah, but and the
PlayStation.
first Xbox.
No.
Was it the first Xbox?
No.
It was the PlayStation.
It's a PlayStation
Matt
thing.
Serra too, also, right?
Matt Serra. Matt Hoffman.
Matt Hoffman.
Or Dave Mira.
Dave Mira, yeah.
Yeah, there was the
Wait,
bike. Those were the bike games.
Didn't somebody? Which one of them killed themselves?
I believe Dave Mira did. Yeah, Dave
Dave
Mira
Mira
was
did?
the one who killed himself.
Why? He was
I don't
nasty,
know.
wasn't he?
I don't know. He was depressed, I'm assuming.
That shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah, but they're revamping the graphics, like everything, overhaul. But they said that they took Neversoft's original technical stuff for the controls.
Yeah.
So the controls still should be the same from what we remember. Now, the people doing this are the same people who did the Crash Bandicoot
Yes.
remaster. You play any of those?
Yeah.
Or you saw the kids play them? They did a beautiful job on it.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah,
I
so,
played it.
and there's video out there. It looks like it's going to be good. And as an old school Tony Hawk guy, I'm like, this is fucking, like, release it now. We want it now. Everyone's stuck home anyway. Fucking release it now.
fucking bored.
But I love that people are doing this and taking old games, and they did it with Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Now they did it with Crash Bandicoot. Now they're doing it with the Final Fantasy. I
Yeah.
love this,
Yeah.
and it's all games from
Yeah.
like PlayStation
Do it-
era.
If you guys are listening, fucking Vice City. I want Grand Theft Auto Vice City redone.
I don't know if they'll ever redo it.
Oh, I love
They'll
it.
set another one in Vice City,
Yeah.
but I don't think they'll ever redo a Grand Theft Auto just
I love the whole
because.
thing. The selling drugs out of the fucking ice cream truck,
Yeah.
the soundtrack, everything.
Like I said, they'll probably do, if not the next one after it. Grand Theft Auto comes out every 5 to 8 years. It's a
Yeah.
gigantic game. The team that works on that is, you wouldn't even begin to imagine how
Yeah.
many people
It's an
work
army.
on this fucking
Actually,
game.
I think they redid Vice City and Grand Theft Auto for the iPad. Actually,
They didn't redo them. They just released them on there.
no, and they retouched it up, and I could use my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox controller for my iPad games.
I tried doing that with my PlayStation. It wouldn't work. I don't know. It wouldn't sync up right.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to do it.
I'll try it and we'll see if it because this, I don't know, this is the 7th gen, so we'll see if it works.
See, I'm wondering if, GTA 6 for PS5. But yeah, Rockstar, they work on one game for years and years and years. Red Dead's been out for how long? 3-4 years now?
Yeah,
So you got to be
easily.
and you
More
got to
than that.
figure probably some of their team was working on GTA 6 before while that was being worked on,
Yeah.
and now they're all knee deep in it. You know what I mean? And really,
Yeah, that's a game that
And think about how big 5 was and still is. The online community on there is still gigantic.
Bro, that's been out for fucking years.
And they're always
still.
it came out originally on PS3 and Xbox 360.
Yes, I have it for the PlayStation for
and
PS3.
they still update the online. They're still doing activities on. They are still
Making
constantly doing shit on that
fucking
online
nuts.
platform. It's crazy how Rockstar works.
How the fuck? That game's been out for fucking 10 years.
Rockstar, they're loyal to their fans, but the thing is, they only put out a game every 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But
And it's good.
that game
It's
sells
fucking-
100 million copies.
Yeah. And they'll
You
make
know?
that game even better as time goes on.
But they spend like I think GTA was something like I want to say like $250,000 to $500 million to make.
Wow.
They made $1 billion on the game. Like they sold the shit, and then all the microtransactions they make. They're killing it on that game. It's not like they, even close to lost money.
Yeah.
But to make that game, it's a lot.
It's a lot of people.
fucking money, and then the marketing alone. Think about marketing alone on a movie. It usually doubles the budget of a movie. So if you spend $60 million, the market, and then you add in the marketing, it's usually somewhere between, let's say, $90 and $120 million. With now that you've done the marketing on that, like that's how big and expensive marketing is. It's a huge fucking cost, and you would think Rockstar wouldn't even have to really do any. They would just go, "Hey, we're releasing GTA 6, go buy it," and everyone would be like, "Fuck yeah, we're gonna go buy it."
Of course.
Word of mouth should be enough with GTA 6.
Yeah.
But they still put out commercials, ads, all that other shit. They don't need to.
I love it. They got the best fucking soundtracks. They got the funniest. How they did the radio station was fucking epic.
Yeah. You know, what's his face? Anthony from Opie and Anthony, and I believe Opie was in one of the games too.
Really?
Yeah, they both were. They were, I think, maybe 4 they were in.
Shit.
I'm pretty sure.
We'll have to ask Opie if he
No,
was.
they were. I just don't remember which one. I think 4. Anthony might been in 5 also.
I just seen him on a fucking on my feed for some reason.
Oh, Anthony?
Yeah.
And then Ron Bennington was in Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
Yeah. So because all those Rockstar guys, they this guy Laszlo, he used to go to be on their shows and shit. So he would have them do the voice work on some of the characters and
That's fucking cool.
yeah. So it'd be pretty cool because you'd be playing through it and you would hear fucking Opie or Anthony or fucking who else was on there? They had a few guys. I think Patrice was in one of the games.
Yeah, Patrice.
I think Colin Quinn was in one. Jim Norton doing comedy. I think.
But the fucking Grand Theft Auto always had it right when they did that with the music and shit.
The music and the humor in it, like
Yep.
they get it,
Yeah.
like.
And they did the silly commercials that were
Yeah.
like so outlandish.
Yeah,
They
the
were
dildo store. Come to the dildo
Yeah.
store and get your dildo. Like it would always be something funny. Well, like the beer
Yeah.
commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. It's a great thing. I want to talk about something I saw in the Last Dance this week. I don't want to talk about too much about it. We talked about it ad nauseum the past few weeks. But there was one part that stuck out to me majorly. Michael Jordan was talking about his teammates, right? And everyone they were asking the teammates like, is Michael Jordan mean? Like, is he a mean guy? Is he kind of a bully? Da, da, da. And everyone was like, kind of, but it's a competitive thing, And then they go back to Mike, and he's now being told, I guess, or relayed what they were saying, and he's talking to the camera, and he goes, I'm there to win. Like, if you're not there to do that, and he like drops a tear, he like gets choked up, like he's like kind of saying like, why are you there then? Like I'm here to fucking win and be the best and fucking kill everybody. And if you're not here to do that with me, then what the fuck are you doing here? But he started crying when he was doing this, and you look at that passion of I want to be the fucking best. And that is the difference between the Michael Jordans and everybody else. He cares so much about being good at what he loves and about winning and being the best at what he loves and wanting everyone around him to be their best. Yeah. That if you're not, it fucking hurts him emotionally. Like, it's not just like, what the fuck? Like, he was crying.
Yeah, that has me thinking. That's crazy.
That's next level shit.
Yeah. Coming from somebody like him, it says a lot.
Like, he knows in deep down, like, yeah, I was an asshole. Yeah, I was mean to people, but I wanted them to elevate themselves.
Yeah.
I was doing it for the better of the team and for the better of you.
Yeah.
And, some people got it. Like, him and Steve Kerr went to blows. And when Steve Kerr stuck up for himself, that's when him and Mike started getting along. You know, like Mike looked at him and respected him and goes, all right, this guy's here to do what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? You might not be on the same level as far as playing, but I know you're here to do what I'm here to do also. And that's what affected him. Like, if you're not here to do what I'm here to do, get the fuck out of here. I don't want you here.
Yeah.
And he's right, though. Like, if I'm on a team, I'm not here just to play the game.
No,
I'm here to fucking win
We're
it.
here to fucking. We're here to leave a fucking to leave a fucking footprint.
Yeah,
man.
leave a mark.
Yeah.
And you just look at that, though. And again, I'm a Jordan mark, so, you know, coming from me, I'm going to fucking blow this guy every chance I get.
Yeah.
But you see that type of passion. I don't care whether you're a fan of him or not. You look at that and go, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, not I get it personally. I get where he's coming from now. I understand his asshole attitude. Not to the normal people, but to the teammates and the push and the drive. I get it.
I have something similar to that when I'm trying to get a haircut to look perfect in a picture.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, and I'm working on like, and it's just bringing it to where, you know, 99% of barbers can't get it that good. Like, I want to get it that fucking good.
Yeah, but you still want to get it that other 1%. You can't let it be
like,
99.
And I'm and just having like just putting out work that you know is, and it's awesome. You know, you test yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, and you know, not to compare what I do to, you know, anything, but when I get a complaint about something, like now, I take care of everything in my building. Like, they're all me. You know what I mean? My job is to make sure what's in our building is what it's supposed to be, and it's the best it's supposed to be.
yeah,
So when something comes my way, it's never good news. It's always bad news.
of course.
But, like, you know, salesmen will come to me, and I'll get defensive and be like, nah, fuck you. I know, like, certain things I know is good, and this is just a customer being a fucking cunt. You know what I mean? But I'll tell them, I go, no, that I know. And they'll look at me, why are you getting all defensive? Da, da, da. I'll be like, it's not that I'm fucking coming at you. It's that everything in this building is my baby. You know what I mean? So if something's fucked up with it, that's on me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah, I have people that work underneath me, but in the long run, in the long terms of everything, it's me. It's on me because I'm in charge of everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'll get super defensive, and they'll look at me like, oh, here he goes, and I'll stop them. I'll go, no. Again, I'm not mad at you, and I'm not coming at you. You have to understand where I'm coming from. Your world is do whatever you can to make the customer happy. My world is the customer's lying and there's something he's wrong. You know, and
that's because it's going through your
but 7 out of 10 times I'm right. You know what I mean? Like, the problem is that as a salesman, you can't say that to them. You know, you can't be rude, you can't suggest anything. You just got to kind of take it on the chin.
yeah.
Me, I don't have to deal with them. So I'll look at the salesman and be like, I don't give a fuck what he says. He's wrong. You know what I mean? So now they'll be like, well, what do you want me to tell him? I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you tell him. You figure it out. You're the salesman. That's your part. I did my part.
Yeah.
Okay? But, you know, and it's not that you're mad with your teammates and your coworkers. It's you're mad at, I know that I did everything that was supposed to be done. And I know that my shit is good. So when you come to me and try to tell me it's not, fuck you. Like, not fuck you personally, but fuck you because now you're coming at me and telling me I did something wrong with what I do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think that correlates to Jordan because he's the leader. So if you're not doing what you're not supposed to be doing, that reflects on me. Because I'm here to drive everybody. I'm the one. I'm Michael fucking Jordan. You're lucky to play with me.
Who else were they talking about on there anyway?
Scotty, Scott Burrell, Judd Buechler.
Did they talk about
Oh, you mean like the way they did Rodman?
No,
Or just in generals? I mean, you know, the teammates.
Well, who's that dude that was unstoppable with the threes? Reggie Miller. They talk about Reggie and
They talked about the Pacers a little bit.
Yeah.
But Reggie's like a small, very small foot. There was one time in the playoffs where the Bulls had to deal with the Pacers.
Yeah.
And other than that, the other footnote that the Pacers have in Jordan's career was that he played the Pacers his first game back.
Reggie was a fucking problem.
Have you punched anyone? Yeah, I've punched many of people. I used to be do an MMA gym for about a year. So You know, and I wasn't one of those guys that went in there and like wanted to hang out. Like I went in there, I didn't want to do jiu-jitsu though, so I was mostly just doing the Muay Thai and the kickboxing and regular boxing. But the first night when I went in there, I went with a friend of ours named Mo. And the first night after we were done doing what we were doing, me and him looked at the guys and we were like, "It's all right if we like lightly spar." And they're like, "Yeah, you know, just put your mouthpieces in and, you know, don't fucking kill each other." So we're sitting there, Mo's just straight to the body, straight to the body, straight. So I go, "Stop." I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "What?" I go, "It's all right if you hit me in the face. Just don't fucking, we're not trying to kill each other."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But don't, like,
Mo's big.
Yeah, and
He's a big
he
dude.
is a big dude.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, we're not trying to kill each other, but don't be afraid.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
break.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah, you can hit each other in the face.
and I got hit in the face with probably the first time I was like 6 with my cousin Michael. Like you couldn't grow up with my cousin Mike and not fight. You know what I mean? Like that's what people. Just because I don't have like a crazy track record in the street.
Yeah.
Remember who I grew up with? Like. We were constantly fighting, and we were like brothers. So you fight with your brothers or like that. We would get on each other's nerves. We'd fight. We'd punch each other, and then we'd be like, "Ah, you're a dick. You're a dick. All right, let's go out."
Yeah, you guys, for you guys that are watching that are younger, like you guys are in your 20s or whatever. I don't know, like when we were growing up, our parents would fucking like give us boxing gloves,
Yeah.
and the kids would like be boxing on like the front lawn and shit. Like you can't do that now. I mean, you'd be on the news today.
Like my
with that.
uncles would do this thing
But-
where they would make you go cheek to cheek, and you would do body shots.
Yeah.
And these are grown men, and I'm like 10.
Yeah.
And their beards are rubbing on my soft baby face. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this hurts.
Yeah.
You know, but you just did it because
Yeah.
if you didn't, you were a pussy.
Yeah,
You know?
and it was normal to get fucking knocked out or fucking
Or at least hurt.
get wrapped by the
Like I've never been knocked out. I caught stars once. Me and Chad, we were doing one boxing glove each outside the barbershop.
yeah
And I had the right.
on the arm.
No, one. We each had one boxing glove.
And
So
what were
I
you
had the right,
punching?
he had the left. No, we were throwing,
Okay.
you know. But again, not trying to kill each other.
Yeah, just tapping.
So, you know, we're
Just
sitting
touching.
there, and I caught him with a right. Like, I caught him decent. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
He had to get you back.
and he can. You know,
Yeah.
like, Chad's got hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he caught me with a left, and I was like, pff. I saw the stars, and I was like, all right, we're good.
Yeah.
I was like, we're good.
Yeah, I got it. I got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I got it. I
Well,
got
that was the most rocked I ever got from a punch. But again, it was a friendly
Yeah.
sparring thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
it's different, and plus it's a glove too. A glove
rattles you differently.
rattles
though.
you a lot differently,
Yeah,
man.
like I'd rather take a bare fist than a glove, to be honest with you.
A sting versus a fucking a thing
And it
with a huge
covers more
circumference.
surface.
Yeah, it just
because
rattles.
a punch it might slip off, or with a bare fist, it's not gonna.
It's only a sting.
Yeah, unless you know what you're really like.
The
Unless
glove-
you really connect.
the
Like if I
glove is
really
a
connect
rattle.
with a bare fist right here, that's not a sting. That's a fucking that hurts.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but like in the eye or the top of the head, it's a sting.
Yeah.
But you know, you get here or like this area, that sucks, dude. That
Yeah.
doesn't feel good.
But if you have a glove on, it's like a walnut, like just
And it covers
just
like
fucking
this.
rattled around in your brain.
Yeah, it covers so much more, and yeah, you feel your head. Like it feels like your head's not moving, but only your brain inside your skull is.
Yeah, it's a fucking your walnuts just rattling
Yeah,
around.
It's
and shit.
such a weird fucking feeling. I don't
Yeah.
like it at
No,
all.
Give me bare fist.
And how people do it all the time, like
no, that's why they talk all retarded, man.
Yeah.
That's heavy, man.
yeah,
You know?
I don't
Getting
get it.
repeatedly fucking hitting the head. Boxing, fuck that. Too
No,
much.
he's not fighting Tyson Fury. Mike Tyson's not stupid. There's no way he would even begin to entertain that. He's not an idiot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. We talked about this earlier, Scott. You may have missed the beginning when we did, but I was saying, Mike Tyson, he's doing it for charity. He's doing it for whatever. Anybody who knows boxing knows that Mike Tyson has no business being in a real boxing match. All those clips are 2 seconds long. He can't even go a full 3-minute round, I bet.
This is
You know?
supposed to be an exhibition.
Exactly. He would be Apollo Creed fucking pumping his chest on the middle of the ring. It would not end well fucking whatsoever. Oh, man. We got to bring this up, dude. And apparently Jay-Z signed this guy this week.
Who's that?
Tekashi in 2 days. 96 million views on his song.
Oh my god! Holy
He
shit!
murdered Eminem's record. Like Eminem had the record.
Yeah.
Tekashi just in 2 days.
Goomba, right, or some shit like
Goomba. Song's awful. God awful. But it's the same thing. Everything.
It's a commercial song, though.
He just
a
yells,
commercial-
though,
Yeah,
like-
it's a song made for radio, and he
Is it? It's
Yeah.
very vulgar.
Yeah, no, well, it's the beat, it's upbeat and shit. But this is so messed up because this guy, he's putting out this song and he's making it like it's okay that he did what he did. Like it's so fucked up.
You know what? He put out a live video where he was talking about all that.
Yeah, I know. And they said that they beat him up and they fucked this girl.
They,
I don't
they
know.
fucked
about
this girl. They tried to rape his. They tried
Okay.
to. Hold on. No, this is facts. They have evidence of this. The DA showed him all of this. These are facts that they tried to set him up to be killed. They fucking fucked his girl. They tried to kidnap his mother. They were fucking laundering money from him. They weren't his friends. And the people he snitched on were the ones doing this to him.
Yeah.
So why would he take the rap for these guys?
He wouldn't. But he's a bitch in the first place, though.
Yes, and he said it, though. He goes, I'm not a gangster. He's openly saying that. And he's said it before. He acts like one in his music videos. So does every other rapper of all time. Okay? Every rapper in the fucking history of rap pretends to be, not all of them pretend to be gangsters. Some of them actually are. But a lot of them pretend to be.
Yeah.
So why is this kid getting treatment that you would have took a fucking life sentence for assholes who tried to kidnap your mother, steal money from you,
No, but he's
fuck your baby mama, and try to kill you?
In the first place, though, I wouldn't have done business with them.
Yeah, but at first they're his friends.
Nah, I don't. He's still a bitch. I don't give a fuck. In my eyes,
I don't agree on ratting, but I don't agree on ratting on your friends. When these people are trying to set you up to be killed, rat away. Rat away. Why would he protect these people?
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been involved in them in the first place.
All
bro.
right, but he was.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have been involved with him then.
So if they did all that stuff, why is he still fucking with them? I just don't like the character, and I don't like him.
I don't like him or his music. I'm defending that one thing. I think he had every right to rat on those fucking people. If that's what they did to him, he had every right. I would never, ever take the hit for people who did that to me.
Of course, but I wouldn't be caught dead with those people anyway.
All right, well, he made a bad choice with his friends. What are you going to do? You had some shitty friends in your past.
Yeah, but if I was with them at the time, I would have took the rap at that time. I definitely wouldn't be fucking around with
then you're an
these people.
idiot. You would have took the rap in the same
No, but
situation.
no, not in his situation, because I wouldn't have been
But that's
hanging
the
out
one
with
we're talking about.
I wouldn't have been hanging
All right,
out
but
with those
if you
people.
were,
I wouldn't.
you wouldn't take the rap.
No, I wouldn't be
No,
hanging out with
okay,
them
I'm not
people.
asking you your moral compass right now. If you were in a fantasy world, you're in the same position as him. You're taking the fucking bid?
Probably not.
Of course, no, not probably. No, the answer to that
But
is
like
no.
I said, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't be in that position, but we're talking hypotheticals, Rich. Play along, all right? Jesus.
But you gotta understand, man. He's a bitch for going along with this shit in the first place, bro.
Then whatever. He's making millions of dollars, money over
I
fist
know,
by doing
I
it.
know, I
So
know.
guess what? Everyone's the fucking mark falling for it.
I
Still,
know, I know.
because 90.
And
Let's
he's
look
a
it up
millionaire.
now.
I know. I'm the idiot. He's the millionaire.
Let's look it up now. It was 96 million last time I looked, like 2 days ago, and that shit was going up by 2 million like every half hour. Like I was looking at it, and it just kept fucking going up and up and up and up. Let's see where it's at now. 122 million views.
Wow.
122 million. 4 days it's been up. That's over 25 million views a day. 654,000 comments. 4.7 million thumbs up. Only 570,000 down.
Wow.
That is not a lot down in contrast to the amount of people who said, fuck this guy, fuck this guy, fuck this guy. He's
Yeah.
a snitch. Not too many people that seem to dislike him. 570 is a lot for some, but when you have 122 million, that's nothing. That's a fraction of the people. Okay?
This kid's got a fucking.
This kid's a beast, and I heard Jay-Z signed them recently.
Really?
Yeah. Like there's a couple rock Nation signs.
Jay-Z is not in fucking everybody's favorite.
You know what though? What did he say?
Oh my god.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. That's business. That's smart business right there.
I know it is.
And on both of their parts it is. Because if I'm Tekashi and Jay-Z's willing to take me under his wing right now,
Yeah.
you best believe I'm doing whatever the fuck he tells me to.
Yeah.
Okay? And Jay-Z sees dollar signs.
Yeah.
And that's smart on his part. So good for the both of them. You know, do I like the kid's music? Do I like anything about him? No. But you know what? He's fucking killing it. And you got to give credit where credit's due.
Wow.
You really do. It's incredible. And then we had a couple passings.
Well, he didn't sign. It is rumored.
Yeah, it's rumored
that rumors have been circulating online that the controversial rapper had partnered with the Jay-Z founded company.
I love this. Josh Anderson writes, if I was in a tight spot, I might make something up about Richie. I like your style.
Oh, man.
Because 50 took him under his wing originally.
Yeah.
50 was like, this is my boy right here. This is my son.
Yeah.
He said it. This is my son right here.
Yeah,
and then once he snitched, 50 disowned him.
Mama's kid.
Yeah, he's like, nah, not me. Never mind. Fuck him.
And what the fuck is 50 having a public beef with his son for anyway?
Because he's a piece of garbage.
It's so fucking stupid.
Realistically, I think he's funny when the shit he does, but in the real world, 50 Cent is a piece of shit.
He is the biggest piece of
He's
shit.
a piece of garbage.
Like, can you believe he would be saying that shit about his kid?
No, and that shows you what type of person he is. That you're gonna air family business,
That's so
family
fucked up.
fucking business. Now you know I'm Italian. You don't fucking air family business in front of your cousins.
Oh, that's so.
All right?
Up.
Like if me, Jess, Anna, and we all have a beef and we're going to Christmas, guess what? We're all smiles and happy while we're there. And the second we get in the car, we'll get right back to it. But
Yeah.
you never expose family business fucking ever.
No,
And
I
that
don't
you're going
like
to put
that.
it out in the fucking street, you're a mutt.
I don't like that.
You're garbage.
I don't like that at all. There's fucking morals.
Yeah, no, that's disgusting. And he was always a piece of shit before that, but this just really brings it to light of,
Who the fuck does that?
And then, like I said, we're closing up in 2 minutes. I want to get this out. We lost two icons of their industry. First, we lost arguably one of the godfathers of rock, not arguably, one of the godfathers of rock and roll. There's Chuck Berry, there's Little Richard. And Little Richard, what a flamboyant little black man he was.
Yes, he was.
I remember when I was a kid, like I always looked at him and I was like, he's very woman-like.
Yeah, he's really weird.
Yeah. I remember
He always had like the lip liner and shit.
remember Johnny B. Bad, the wrestler that dressed like Little Richard? He was Mark Mero, Sable's first husband.
Okay, yeah.
Remember him?
Yeah.
He used to do Johnny B. Bad. It was a Little Richard spoof wrestling character. He would have the blush on and shit.
Yeah.
And then we lost someone that's very dear to my heart because he's part of one of my favorite shows of all time. He's part of another really great show that I love. And in both shows, he was an iconic
Stiller.
character. Jerry motherfucking Stiller, Arthur Spooner, and, of course, my favorite, Frank motherfucking Costanza.
Yeah.
Dude, he, on those two shows, when you saw him, you fucking laughed.
Yeah, he's always
he
funny.
was always funny. Always. And, Festivus, the people still, when Christmas comes around, I don't celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah,
You don't even
Festivus.
watch Seinfeld,
Yeah,
you know
I know
Festivus.
Festivus, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's Frank Costanza's holiday. He made it up. Okay?
Festivus, yeah.
And I'm a huge Seinfeld fucking guy. To me, it's the funniest sitcom maybe ever made. It's right there with Sonny and I'd say The Office, Arrested Development, Parks and Rec, and that's probably it for me. Those are my top guys as far as sitcoms go. But Seinfeld was like my first sitcom that I fell in love with. Like I remember being 11 and 12 years old and watching reruns on Channel 11, I believe, PIX, and I fell in love with that show. And fucking Frank Costanza, man, what a fucking amazing character! What an amazing career that guy's had. He had a comedy duo with his wife Ann Mira.
Yeah.
His son's Ben Stiller. He was in Heavyweights. I mean, he was in The Heartbreak Kid.
Yeah.
He was hilarious in what was the other one he was in?
What's the?
Alone Became Polly, right? He was in that one too.
Well, I'm thinking of what was the one where they were models?
Zoolander.
Zoolander, yes.
That's
He
right.
was really good in Zoolander with him and his wife.
But I mean, such a fucking legend, and he was 93. It's not like and I love how
was he that old?
Oh yeah.
Why are we getting so old so fast?
Dude, you got to remember Frank Costanza. He looked like he was in his 70s, right?
Yeah.
Seinfeld started in 89, 90. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but still,
It's 30 years ago,
our
bro.
heroes are old now.
Yeah, we're old.
We are old.
Well, you're really old. Like I'm
You're right
getting
there.
old.
You're right there, bro.
I'm getting
This
old.
is
I'm not
scary.
even 40 yet. You know.
We're in the 20s.
I still have years until I'm 40.
We're in the roaring 20s right now.
Oh yeah, we are.
This is
Yeah,
fucking
and we're
nuts.
fucking knee deep in it.
Yeah. And we were
The
born
20s came in with a fucking bang.
Yeah. And we were born in the fucking 70s and 80s.
Like this was everything. Everything that's happening now was what everyone thought 2000 was going to be like. Like
Yeah.
everyone was expecting the world to end in
Yeah,
2000.
that's this.
Nope. 20 years later, here we are. This is your
2020.
millennium.
Yeah.
This is your fucking millennium
This
right
is
now.
fucked up.
Because we are in a fucking world of shit.
What the fuck happened? Everything's falling apart, man.
What does he say? I am in a world of shit, Joker. Right?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Lawrence, fucking Gomer Pyle,
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket.
Fucking Richie's clone right there. Shave Richie's head and that beard, and he's Lawrence. Lawrence.
I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Only. I can't say the word. Like, I can't say the word. Only maggots and sailors are named Lawrence. But, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Stay tuned. Unfiltered Marriage is up next. If you're listening to us on the audio version over on the brand, we're live every Tuesday night starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go to Super Ugly Show on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You get alerted as soon as we go live every Tuesday night. And you'll also get alerted when Unfiltered Marriage goes live, like it's going to, in a half hour. Go to russosbrand.com right now. Go subscribe. It's only $3.95 a month. You get over 12 shows brand new every single week from us, of course, from Unfiltered Marriage, from Vince, from Stevie Richards, Bin Hameen, Shane Douglas, Just Incredible, Jeff Lane. There's tons of people over on the brand. There's Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat Stevie Ray. He's down with us now, too. But, yeah, so go over to the brand, sign up. Like I said, it's only $3.95 a month. It's less than $1 a week, and you're getting so much fucking content. So go sign up, russosbrand.com right now. Go to opradio.com or wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe to OP Radio Podcast. Richie, please be careful with my artwork. It's an original. Jesus. Go to Opie Radio, go check him out, and go support his podcast. We love the Opster. StatementGames.com. They had prop bets over the weekend. I think baseball's going to be starting up soon, from what I'm hearing, maybe in July. So go to StatementGames.com, get your prop bets in, go win yourself some prizes. Bobby J's new EP's out, Summer Classics. Go pick it up. And is that it? That's it. All right. We'll see you next Tuesday.